It's Monday morning and I figure this would be a great video to share with you guys because I've noticed from reading a lot of the comments and everything on my past videos, you guys have been asking me information about what I think about intermittent fasting, about keto, about low carb, about carb cycling, just about diet in general. I figure I would do this video to kind of not clear the air, but just give you guys my thoughts on what they are and which ones are the best for weight loss. So what is diet? Diet is what you eat, how you eat. Food, that's what diet is. So dieting has everything to do with what you put into your body, nutrition wise and non-nutrition wise. When we talk about your diet and what you eat, the most important things that our body needs is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Proteins help build muscle. Carbohydrates and fats are energy that helps shuttle certain macronutrients, well, I want to say micronutrients to your body. So you're getting energy, you're building muscle, and you're getting healthy. So those are the most important things that your body needs, and that is in most of the foods that we have: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Ketogenic diet in a nutshell is really just called a low carb diet. The differences between a low carb diet and a ketogenic diet is the fat content and the amount of carbohydrates that you take in. For a low carb diet, it's really you lowering the amount of carbs you take in, and we're talking about active carbs that provide energy. We're not talking about fibrous carbs like vegetables, but you are taking those in at a low amount or none at all, and your fats and your proteins are pretty much at an even pace. Your protein might be a little bit more higher just for satiation or to make you feel full. As for a ketogenic diet, to make you feel full, you're hiring your fats, moderate to low protein and no carbohydrates whatsoever, and we're still not talking about vegetables. However, that is also lowered to about 50% or as far as the amount of carbohydrates. So you're not taking in a lot of vegetables, to be honest, but that is the only difference. So they're both are pretty much you eliminating a particular macronutrient that your body does need, but it does help to lose weight. Carb cycling is about the amount of carbs that you have in your diet, alternating days or lowering them day by day closer to a particular event or a show. And what you're doing is you're having certain days of higher amounts of carbs, higher than what you probably would expect to have if you are macro counting. Or you'll have other days where you're at low to no carbs. So it's all about playing around with the amount, the portion control, or the amount of carbohydrates that you're taking in. And we're talking about good carbohydrates. We're not talking about the processed foods and things like that. We're talking about sweet potatoes, processed foods that are still somewhat good: oatmeal, brown rice, white rice, jasmine rice, quinoa. These are really good carbohydrates, especially for a healthy lifestyle and for fitness enthusiasts and for bodybuilders. Intermittent fasting is not a diet per se as to what you're putting in your body. It has everything to do with timing, when you put whatever it is in your body. So I'm trying to explain this in the simplest way possible. Intermittent fasting is about feeding windows and fasting windows. And fasting windows mean not taking in any food, maybe only liquids, no sugars, no artificial sugars, things like that. And your feeding window is when you're taking in foods with calories, and also beverages that have calories in it. So your feeding window for most people is 8-hour span. That could be from 12 to 8. That can be from 8 to 6. That can be from 4 to 10. Everybody has a different lifestyle schedule of when they like to eat or what works best for them. So intermittent fasting has nothing to do with what you're putting in your body. It has everything to do with when you put food into your body. I do have a program on my website on that, the different types of fasting programs, intermittent fasting programs. If you're not doing fasting every day, you may be having days where you have a 24-hour fast. You might have a 20-hour fast, 18 window fast, whatever it may be. But intermittent fasting, again, has nothing to do with what you're putting in your body. It has everything to do with when your feeding time is compared to your fasting time. And sleep is a part of your fasting time because your sleep, you're not taking in any energy. Now, there are tons of other diet styles. When I mean diet styles, like what you're putting in your body, there are tons of styles out there. There's paleo, there's vegan, there's vegetarian, there's the Atkins diet. There are so many different diets out there, and the truth is they all work. Ketogenic diets work. Intermittent fasting works. Carb cycling works. But the key is finding out what works for you, which one of those diet styles work for you long term. In my opinion, my computer. In my opinion, the best diet for weight loss that would work for any and everybody, no matter what your diet style is clean eating. When I mean clean eating, which I'm a big advocate of, I mean eating foods that God specifically made for your body. Taking GMOs aside, GMO means genetically modified organism. We do have natural foods that are GMOs here in America. GMOs meaning like bananas are GMOs, our grapes are genetically modified, and so in a sense what I'm saying by that is the chemical or the molecular structure of those foods still represent what God already created for them. So it's just us having the intelligence that God gave us, the ability to do these things. Science. And science in its way is good in some ways and it's bad in others. And when I mean bad in others, is when we're talking about processed foods that have genetically modified organisms or chemicals that are involved, which our bodies cannot process. So clean eating is more so about eating foods that God have created for you, not the way man have created for you in boxes and bags. We all know what these foods are. They are not complicated to figure out. We know all of your vegetables are good for you. We know all of your fruits are good for you. Most meats are good for you if you are not vegan or vegetarian. But anything that is in the center aisles of your grocery store, you have to be very careful, read the labels, but most of those things are carbohydrates that are just not good for your body. They're processed foods. So the best diet, the best way of eating to lose weight and to be healthy is to eat a clean diet. Eat what God intended for your body. It's not easy living in a world where we are bombarded with fast foods and things that we don't even know what's in the ingredients that's in those foods. It's hard because we have a busy life and it's so much easier to just go to those places or just pick up something really quick, and it's not good for our bodies. So you have to meal prep. You have to cook at home. Cook at home. And take your meals with you. But doing that 90% of the time, and to be honest, a realistic way of looking at it is about 75 to 85% of the time you should be clean eating, because realistically that's sustainable. For someone to eat clean 90 to 100% of the time, more than likely they're doing that for a short period of time and it's for a competition or for an event, meaning there are no cheat meals involved. And when I mean cheat meals, I mean, still keeping it clean, or you might have a meal that is totally outside of the clean eating aspect, but just to restart your system and get your leptin levels back up. If you do not know what I mean about your leptin levels, check out a video that I probably will have down in the description box. So now that we've established what is the best diet or way of eating to lose weight, which is pretty much just eat clean. Choose any of the diet styles that I've mentioned before, but keep the foods that you eat clean. So that's it, guys. I didn't want to make this video too long. I wanted to make it straight to the point. The next video is actually going to answer the question, which is better, counting calories or tracking your macronutrients? So if you are not sure how you want to do things with your meal plan or anything of that sort as far as training or to help you lose weight, you can check out my website, beautycutright.com. I do have programs that are there. I also do online coaching, one-on-one online coaching, and I also create meal plans, training programs, and complete custom programs for you. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out this video so that you can get a better understanding of what I mean by the leptin levels. A dietitian that actually mentioned this in one of my videos. Check it out, watch it, and I will see you guys in the next one.